างทุ่งหญ้าและก็ป่าของแอฟริกานะครับต้องเรียกว่าเป็นแอฟริกาที่แท้จริงไม่ว่าจะเป็นบรรยากาศกลิ่นอายนะครับท่านผู้ชมครับนักท่องเที่ยวหลายคนเนี่ยเมื่อจะเดินทางก็ต้องหาความรู้นะครับอ่านหนังสือหาข้อมูลแต่บางที่ข้อมูลแล้วว่า information เรามีน้อยเนี่ยแน่นอนที่สุดนะครับเราจะต้องสอบถามแล้วก็หาจากผู้รู้เพื่อที่เราจะได้เลือกเส้นทางได้ถูกต้องอย่างที่เราต้องการนะครับอย่างเช่นแอฟริกาเนี่ยผมถือว่าเป็นประเทศที่เปิดใหม่นะครับสำหรับการท่องเที่ยวในประเทศไทยนะดังนั้นถ้าจะมาเที่ยวแถวภูมิภาคนี้ที่เรียกว่าซิมบับเวซึ่งมีจุดไฮไลท์ก็คือน้ำตกวิกตอเรียฟอลส์นะต้องหาข้อมูลจากผู้รู้นะฮะผมมีโอกาสได้นั่งอยู่กับมิสเตอร์เบรสซิ่งซึ่งเป็นเรียกว่าผู้เชี่ยวชาญผู้จัดการการท่องเที่ยวนะครับของบริษัท ERM ซึ่งดูแลการท่องเที่ยวในภูมิภาคนี้ทั้งหมดจะให้ข้อมูลเรานะครับว่ามาที่นี่แล้วควรจะอยู่ยังไงจะได้พบอะไร Good afternoon Blessing
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So please suggest that for talking about Africa, Zimbabwe, for Thai market, we're talking about the tourist business.
Yes.
For them, some of them they have like a preconception.
Yes.
They don't know. They lack of information.
Yes.
So kindly suggest that if they would like to visit
Yes.
Zimbabwe, to visit Victoria Falls,
Yes.
what the itinerary should be.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So much to see firstly. But visiting Vic Falls for the first time traveler, like the Thai market, they would find it absolutely fascinating. I start off with the Victoria Falls, the waterfall itself. The Victoria Falls is one of the natural 7 wonders of the world. Not only is it a wonder of the world, but the area around it is a World Heritage Site. So what makes Vic Falls, the town, different to any other place in the world, is that the Victoria Falls town itself, where all the hotels and resorts are, is built within a national park. So it's common for me and you to drive from one place to another and have to stop and have elephant walk past. It's common for us to have to stop and see antelope and impala walk past because Vic Falls is a destination that is built within a national park.
Okay.
Some of the most exciting activities to do, from seeing the waterfall itself, helicopters over the waterfall, game drives in the reserves in and around Vic Falls town, white water rafting. And Leo, today I wanted to also take you bungee jumping.
Oh my goodness, for me, not for today.
Not for today.
Talking about the Victoria Falls is no doubt because one of 7 wonders in the world.
Yes.
But beside that one, any activity that, more attract the Asian market?
Absolutely. We've hosted a lot of the Asian market and we're excited to look at the Thai market also coming in for activities such as the sunset cruise. We have the Zambezi River that's right next to us, seeing some of the best sunsets in the world, from the Zambezi River, from being on the boat, the bush dinners, going out into the middle of nowhere and seeing a beautiful setting of a bush dinner where you can look up and see the beautiful stars at night. We talk about the walking with the lions, where you can walk with the Leos like yourself, with the lions, walking with the lions while they walk through the cheetah walks. Cheetah walk? Yes, where you can walk with the cheetahs, the horseback rides while going into the parks. So there's just so much to do and experience. So Vic Falls itself, for the person that has never traveled, for the Thai market, is a minimum 2-night destination. What would make it even better is a 3 to 4 night destination, because when we talk about what you can do within Vic Falls, there is so much to keep you busy for 3 to 4 nights at least. So
let's say like 4 nights, 5 days is suitable.
Absolutely.
Okay, they don't feel like nothing to do that.
Absolutely. After the 4 nights, 5 days, it might not even be enough time for them to experience a lot of what they can experience. So they fly in, that evening, some certain activities. The following day, from the village tours to the sunset cruises, the lion walks, the game drives. There's just so much, a wide range of activities to do.
There's a lot.
Vic Falls itself has over 30 activities
Yeah.
to choose from.
And from this area, it can be visit for all year round.
Absolutely. Victoria Falls is a 12-month
Yeah.
destination. There's different seasons, but the waterfall
Yeah.
and everything around it is all year round. So
Okay.
it's a all year round destination.
I thank you for your very useful information.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and we look forward to having the Thai market
โอ
here.
เคท่านผู้ชมครับก็ได้ยินแล้วนะครับว่าเวลาที่เหมาะสมนะฮะที่จะควรมาเที่ยวแถวภูมิภาคนี้น้ำตกวิกตอเรียเนี่ยสัก 4 วันนี่กำลังดี แต่สำหรับบางท่านที่ไหนๆจะเดินทางมาแล้วก็คือเดินทางมาไกลอยากจะอยู่ต่ออีก เดี๋ยวจะหาข้อมูลให้นะครับว่าเราควรจะเที่ยวรวมกับประเทศอะไรครับ Thank you very much for
Thank you.
that. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
อย่างที่เราพูดคุยกันนะครับว่าการเดินทางมาที่นี่ไหนจะค่าตั๋วเครื่องบินนะฮะแล้วก็เวลาที่เราจะมาเนี่ยจะมาแค่ 3-4 วันมันดูไม่คุ้มถ้าเกิดท่านผู้ชมหรือว่านักเดินทางทั้งหลายเนี่ยอยากจะมาเรียกว่าส่องโลกเปิดแอฟริกาให้มากขึ้นจะต้องมาคุยกับคนนี้ครับก็คือมิสเตอร์ฮันเนสที่มาจาก ERM นะครับที่ถือว่าเป็นบริษัททัวร์ที่ใหญ่ที่สุดแห่งหนึ่งนะครับที่ประเทศแอฟริกาใต้ Good afternoon, Hannes.
Good afternoon, Kunle.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Same here.
Yeah, we're just talking about that if the Thai tourists, they spend a couple days here, like blessing talk, 4 nights here, and if they want to stay longer to explore, Africa, what you recommend? What destination then?
Look, Africa, obviously, I think it's a new destination, definitely for the Asian market, especially for the Thai market.
Yeah.
If anyone that talks about Africa thinks about the wildlife,
Yeah.
right? And wildlife is unique to Africa only.
Right.
But apart from the wildlife, we also have Cape Town, which is definitely one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Yeah.
Cape Town has got a lot to offer for the Thai market. What my colleague mentioned about the Victoria Falls being one of the 7 natural wonders of the world,
Yeah.
so is Table Mountain in Cape Town, which is also one of the 7 natural wonders of the world.
Yeah.
Table Mountain, very unique, flat top mountain. Cape Town has got beautiful beaches. It's a very cosmopolitan city.
Yeah.
You've got the winelands, one of the best wine routes in the world.
Yeah.
The longest wine route in the world is there called Route 62. And then something that's very unique is the whales. From June to December, Hermanus is the only place in the world where you can view the whales from the beach. You don't need to
go by boat outside to see whale watching.
Not at all.
Just step on the beach and
You stand on the beach.
Yeah.
There's a very big or very deep cove where the whales come. In June, July, they have the babies.
yeah.
And then they're there for probably about 6 months. And you stand on the beach, you sit there. There's beautiful restaurants, coffee shops on the beachfront.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. And then you have Cape Point,
Yeah, the Cape
which
Point.
is famous for where the 2 oceans meet,
Yeah.
the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. So I think as a combination between Victoria Falls and South Africa, Cape Town definitely is the place to go.
That's very interesting because for Thai people, when we learning the history, we all of them we know about Cape of Good Hope,
Correct.
situated in Cape Town as well.
Correct, yes.
Okay. How about the accommodation or the food? That's it. Any
Easy.
problem? Or?
Obviously, being at the coast, Cape Town is famous for seafood. Seafood in Cape Town is excellent. Lobster, prawns. There's a famous fish in South Africa called the king clip.
The king crab.
It's a very famous fish. People love to eat it. And then there's quite a big Thai community living in Cape Town. So if after being 4 days in the bush, I'm sure they would like to have a bit of Thai food, some spicy food.
Yeah.
So there's some really great Thai restaurants, some wonderful Chinese restaurants. And for Asians, there's a big Malay community in Cape Town as well. So food-wise, shopping, with the currency at the moment, the South African rand, that's quite weak.
So it's good time, right time.
It's a great time, a lot of bargains. The weather in South Africa is fantastic.
Okay.
Coming from Asia where it's always hot and humid, the weather in Cape Town is quite more placid, it's quiet. Obviously it's definitely a great place. And then, you know, going down to the winelands, if they like wine routes, then definitely, what we do now as well is we pair wines with chocolate and cheese.
Yeah.
You know, it's becoming a lot of culinary travelers you find now coming to South Africa, where they experience a different cultures, a different food. We take a wine, for example, and you pair it with a certain cheese, or you pair it with chocolate. The sweet and the sour of the wine, and brandy tasting. South Africa has got one of the best brandies in the world, the Van Rijn brandy.
Wow.
And it could be
surprising to hear that, because you know they don't expect to have a wine, you know, good wine in Africa.
No, true.
Yeah.
True.
Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch area,
famous.
you have Stellenbosch, like you mentioned. You have Franschhoek, and then there's a new area called the Paul.
Yeah.
What is ideal to do is when you do your well watching in the morning, to combine that with on a return drive back to Cape Town, you combine that with with the wine route. So you finish off with your seafood, and then you end up in a wineland. What we're trying to sell now as well is what we call the Big 10, where you have the land and the sea safari.
Okay.
So if you combine the two, your land safari, obviously your big five is your lion, the leopard, the elephant, the rhino, and the buffalo. Now we add another program which is called the big five of the ocean,
okay.
the ocean safari, where you go out on a boat in search of the great big white shark. Combine that with a shark cage dive.
Wow.
You have the big whales, the black seal, the African penguin. And then the bottlenose dolphin. So that's the big five of the ocean.
Yeah, I think so far that you're talking about so many things to do, you know, in Cape Town or in South Africa. How many days should be suitable for the itinerary?
If you want to combine, if you want to do all the activities, you know, my colleague Blessing did mention about all the adventure activities in Vic Falls. Cape Town also have a lot of that. You know, the great thing about combining Vic Falls with Cape Town. I would look at a minimum of 10 nights.
10 nights?
Definitely, yeah.
10 nights?
For sure. 4 nights in Vic Falls, 6 nights in Cape Town.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people talk about the bucket list, which they need to tick off, right? Vic Falls and a Cape Town is the only place in the world where you can do bungee jump from the highest bridge in the world. You can ride an elephant, you can ride an ostrich, you can walk with a cheetah, you can walk with a lion, you can dive with the sharks, you can do canopy tours. So for the adventure traveler, it is paradise.
Beautiful. ท่านผู้ชมครับเท่าที่ฟังนะฮะคิดว่าอยู่เป็นเดือนก็อาจจะไม่พอนะฮะไหนๆตั้งใจแล้วก็แพลนเอาไว้ว่าจะไปเที่ยวแอฟริกาหาข้อมูลความรู้จากพวกนี้จัดเวลาให้เหมาะสมนะครับแล้วก็ท่านจะมีความสุขครับ Thank you very much for your time.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.